Good luck. Good luck. Hello and welcome. Looshan Fucc Podcast. Yeah.
That's right.
That's it.
Right.
Everyone.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Looshan Fucc Podcast, episode 1. Today, we've got all 5 of us here. You want to introduce yourselves? Start with you, John.
I am John Green.
Say a bit
That's
of
all
yourself.
That's all I got for you.
Fair play. I'm Isaac Holt, as you can see. Big Con's next.
Connor Hargreaves.
No, you're Big Con, mate. Shut up.
Oh, sorry, I'm Big Con.
You'll forever be Big Con.
All right.
I'm Tom Howard.
And I'm Olivia Hughes.
Nice intro.
Today we're just going to go with a nice simple start. We're just going to answer some questions that we asked our adoring fans to send in. So
Yeah, nice.
John,
right.
yeah, John, you pull up some questions, man. Yeah.
Right, I got some pretty good ones, but then you can thank Luke Rex Seeley for the bad ones.
He gave in like 5. It
That's
was
the same for
ridiculous.
me, to be fair.
Okay, right. Let's go for... Yeah, this
John,
one.
can you act a bit more serious about it?
The questions...
Nah, like sit up straight. Have some respect
Serious
for yourself.
podcast.
Right, I'm chilling in the... it's
Just
not...
ask the question, mate. Come on.
It's not a deep one.
Question.
Right? Do you super hyper mega metalydian?
No, next question.
Who asked this question?
Right, okay, this one's from Liv Ransom, Olivia Privia, right? Best AYM course.
Who wants to start?
For 1, 2.
I'm going to second Big Con, say for 1, 2 as well. Class course.
It might be songwriting, I think, actually.
For me, it's going to have to be early music. No, I'm joking. Songwriting.
Boantu is pretty sick. It's got to be Boantu for me.
Yeah. Liv, what are you saying?
Yeah.
You tend-
I went on Bawantu, so that's my L.
Liv, did you say songwriting from
I said songwriting,
like 2 years
yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
That's
That
the
was
one
1
that
year
I said as
ago,
well.
Isaac. Calm down.
Yeah.
I'm saying the Bernstein course.
No one else. Oh, no, actually, it's just me and
Back
Liv.
in the day.
Ron, was that your first course?
Yeah.
Decent.
I was with Dom.
Isn't that the course where Dom turned up?
Yeah,
And
that was my first one.
Mm.
Yeah, that was my first course. That was the first impression of AWM. Wasn't good.
Should we do the opposite of that question? Should we do the worst course?
Early music.
Well, no, it's got to be film music, right?
I wasn't
yeah.
there. I wasn't there.
Oh, that was a stinker. Also, I did one like a couple years ago called New Music for Radio or something. Absolute stinker.
And that's who were the
So
tutors?
bad.
Just classic FM.
Tim Lira on there.
Tim Leora led that course.
Right, John, do you want to hit us with another question, man?
Yes, lad. This one's this one's from the main man Ollie Talbot. We
Oh,
got
the guy.
your favourite spread for midnight bread eating sessions.
Oh.
Oh, it's got to be the conserve. The strawberry conserve. Every time.
Strawberry
Gotta be.
Gang.
Actually, I'm going to reconsider that.
Nutella's a classic, though, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't go wrong.
Nutella is the classic.
I'm a peanut butter
like-
kind of person. It's got to be
Now,
fair.
I hit the Marmite at midnight.
Marmite at midnight. Nice. I reckon.
Yeah, mate, especially after you brush your teeth. That's a nice one.
Oh, that's grim, man.
I just think that the memories associated with stealing all of Webster's conserve and bringing it back and having
That's
it
true.
at like 11, that was
Hits different. Hits
nothing much can
different.
beat that.
John
It is
Webster's
different.
conserve.
If you don't know John Webster, guys,
How come he
he's a
never
short
gave
bloke.
us another jar?
Do you know what's the worst thing
He's
about
a
that though?
dick.
Is we ventured out at like midnight into the EC corridors, risked our lives, and we didn't even actually get John Webster's jam. That was just some like supermarket brought one.
Yeah, that's also true. It's just like Tesco conserve.
When was this?
Still conserved though.
Induction, right?
was it induction?
No.
Was
Oh,
it-
Antu?
Must have been October. Yeah.
When I got
Yeah,
caught
because
by
we were in Bud. Induction, we were in Pike and Orford.
Hit the next question, John.
Next level,
Give us the
yeah.
next question.
To be fair, fellas, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the ones I've got left are absolute stinkers.
Ask away.
Yeah,
There's a nice one
give us a
here.
random one.
How big a simp is Conor Hargreaves?
All right, I'll go first on this one, lads, if that's all right.
Pretty big.
We'll go scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to say a solid 7.
You know what? I'll do quite
Yeah.
nice. I'll give him a 6.
Really? Jeez.
He doesn't simp as hard as he used to. He's improved on the simp scale. Oh.
Cheers, John. Cheers, John.
I'm so sorry to do this, Con, but I am
Don't do
happily going to have to go for an 8. I'm sorry.
An 8?
Yeah,
What-
it's because
what
when
grounds
you
do you
took my
have?
phone, when you took my phone on the way back from FIO, so you could text.
Right, yeah, all right, okay.
You were like, "Hello, Connor here on my friend's phone."
Is that Beth Phillips?
Yeah.
It may be.
Why?
You still have her number?
Yeah, I still have a number. She never responded to you, by the way.
Oh, no.
Story of your life, Connor. Story of your life. Feels bad. Unlucky.
Mate, my internet just took a solid L then. I just...
Didn't ask.
All right, thanks, Con.
All right, okay. We'll hit them with one of my only questions, which is, what is the worst instrument?
Guitar.
Jeez,
I was
you got
about
some
to say that.
competition there. Nah.
I was about to
No
say
way.
guitar.
I'm going to have to go with guitar.
That's the worst instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn. How could you do that, John?
I'm going to have to go
Jeez,
guitar.
man. Right, I guess we'll settle on that.
Okay.
Yeah, guitar makes sense.
Now, to be fair, like clarinet, because...
It's annoying.
Like,
Yeah.
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 there's
Okay,
not-
but
nothing
for
nothing
real.
wrong.
For real, let's talk
Hang on,
about.
wait. What's better, clarinet or headless guitar?
Clarinet.
Clarinet, actually. Yeah, headless guitar. We'll settle with headless guitar.
Okay, what we said about tenor horn though? That's down there.
Tenor horn's
Yeah.
really fucking bad.
Baritone as well. Baritone horn. Just saying.
Basically the same, right?
Baritone is just a euphonium without the point. It's ridiculous.
About corner.
Yeah, that's up there, to be fair. I've got my one sitting over there, going rusty because I don't use it anymore.
Give us a tune.
No.
He could do that to you.
I'm sorry.
Cornet is just trumpets. It's like, what if we made the trumpet sound worse?
Somehow they managed it. I'm not going to lie.
French horns are pretty dog shit.
Nah, French horns are
Nah,
underrated.
they're
They're
pretty
good.
They're top tier.
I guess it's more that just people can't play them.
Yeah, they're harder to play, which makes them sound a bit bad.
I got a question.
Alright, I'll give you that.
I haven't got many questions, but here's one of them. How many poos per day?
Oh, mate. Are these up
One.
recently?
Are we talking an average?
How many today?
Right now, I was
It doesn't
right now-
specify. Doesn't specify.
right now I'm
okay.
hitting like 1, but there was a time when I was on the coffee a lot and it was a lot worse.
Yeah, it depends on how
Question.
much coffee you have, really.
It's like
That's
right
true.
now I'm probably on about a solid 1. A solid 1.
But
One a
what
day.
counts as worse? Is it worse to have more or less? Like, you don't want to be
Definitely.
shitty
Hey,
less than
that's-
once a
Just to
day.
have
Yeah, it depends how
in
much
terms
you
of
enjoy.
health,
May depend how they come out.
Clean or not, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's like a kind of an average, I guess. That's a standard day.
Actually,
I feel like it's not even an average for me. I feel like I'm consistent. Like, I think
Same
pretty much
time every
since I was
day.
born,
now, the average.
I get up at 9, I go take a dump, and then I go back to sleep. Yeah.
Wait, I'm googling what the average poo is.
No, again,
The average amount, not like the average.
Not yet.
Give us a rest.
While John's googling that, by the way, I'd just like to point out that Connor didn't just text Beth Skins from my phone. He also tried to message her on Instagram from my phone. I've got the message.
Liv,
Hey,
that,
Connor
Yeah,
on my
read it
friend's
out,
phone.
read it out, read it
question's
out.
gone.
Now read it out.
Oh,
Read it out.
don't
Connor
do
on my
that.
friend's phone. My phone is currently not working at all, so I'm just letting you know so you don't think I'm ignoring you. I hope you have a great evening.
We'll never know if you had a great evening.
It was
Right,
years
okay.
ago. It was years
No
ago.
response.
Like 8 months ago, man.
I have an answer.
Can we have our guesses? Can we guess first?
Yeah, guesses. Like, there's kind of like two ends of the spectrum.
I'm going to guess 2.2 a day.
Does
I
it
think
go
that's
into decimals?
1.7.
Yeah,
1.7.
There's no decimals involved.
Oh,
Apparently.
2 then.
Is there like a range or something?
Yeah, yes. It's
I reckon I'm going for like 1 to 3.
1 to 3. Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go 2 to 4.
Oh, jeez.
I want to say 1, but I think it'd be really funny if it was 3. So I'm going to say 3.
Yeah, so basically, apparently it can be anywhere from 3 times a day to 3 times a week as being average.
3 times a week?
Jesus.
Jeez.
Let's go for 1
Yeah.
hour.
Oh my god.
This is a bit concerning. On the on Google, yet the people also ask. There's oh god, how many bowel movements a day is normal? Is it normal to poop 10 times a day? That one was sent by me.
10 times.
It's like Reddit or something.
What does it mean if you poop a lot?
You poop
should
a lot.
tell
honestly.
IBS for real.
Well,
Who asked that question, by the way?
Who was that?
probably one of the 55.
That was
No,
my friend Nat Seabright. He's part of the Quantum Gang.
Quantum Gang. Right.
I'm getting Finley Oreo, John Howard. This prick.
That is no.
Who's
Ollie
got the
Brown.
next
Ollie
question?
Brown.
Yeah. We're pretty much neighbours though, to be fair.
Nah, we should definitely get Ollie Brown as a guest.
Oh yes.
You don't know Ollie Brown, by the way. He's in a band with Dom, and they're champions of Very Sound and Cambridge Band
That's right.
Competition. More
Gotta
than
get
I
Ollie
do,
on.
to be fair.
Ollie on next time for sure.
He's a character.
As well as
I've only ever
Looshan.
spoken to Ollie Brown once, and it was when we voice called him and we put him onto Dom Howard's sex chair.
He was there for like a whole hour, just sitting
Did you
there.
guys see me sleep the Dom Howard sex sharing at the end of the trailer?
Yeah, that's
classic.
class.
There's no
I
context
feel
here,
like
but
we
it's great.
could end the podcast with the trailer as well.
That makes no sense, but sure.
Yeah, what's the point?
It's going to
It's got to be
happen.
done.
Right, who's got the next
John's just
question?
really proud of this trailer.
I'll look. I'll see if I've got any more. Probably not though. Connor,
I've got one I'd like to get out the way.
Right, say it then, man.
It's from John. It's is your mum single? No, she's not.
I've got a couple of questions from John as well. Actually,
Sorry, John.
I'll read some of those. My question from John is: does Connor have a girlfriend?
I'm pretty sure there was like heart eye emojis after it as well.
Yeah, but I can't really say those.
Why do you ask Isaac that?
Why didn't you just ask him yourself, John?
Ask him now. John.
Nah, because I felt like asking Isaac would be a better approach.
That's
Right.
retarded, man.
Okay.
Like
Isaac,
a really
what's
subtle way of flirting
Isaac,
with
what's the
Isaac.
answer?
No.
That's correct.
So
Why
you're
have you-
single, Connor, yeah?
Isaac, you've muted yourself, mate. Yes, John, I
I
am.
meant no. Sorry, I was talking to someone.
To be fair,
Don't stop doing that.
we've been a bit stinky in the questions. so
Smart.
far.
We didn't get many good ones, to be fair.
I've got one that we could debate.
Mhm.
Go for it.
What would be your first move in taking over the world?
That's a good one. I like that.
Oh, mate, I'd
Befriend Vladimir Putin. Actually, I'd befriend Putin.
Yeah,
Befriend him.
he's got
Yeah.
some power.
We'd be good mates.
You know what? I can see that actually. I think I'd befriend Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia. I feel like we'd
Yeah, he's definitely up and coming in the dodgy bloke category.
I'd bring back Colonel Gaddafi, probs.
Oh no, that's a shout. You know what? Colonel Gaddafi, gone too soon, my brother.
Yeah, rest up.
Messed up, yeah.
Um,
No, Dom,
Right,
what's your first step in taking over the world?
Don't know, to be honest. Probably just
Simp.
not really. I just wouldn't.
Fair play. I like that approach.
Fuck that.
You make himself a cup of coffee.
That's
Yeah.
more.
It's meant to be a PG podcast.
That's true.
But we've
You need
stepped
to get
into
your energy.
stepped in this.
This is a PG podcast.
It's the title isn't, but we're pretty
It's
close.
kind of not.
Well,
that
yeah.
deep.
And also, we spent like 5 minutes talking about how much we shit.
Oh yeah, I can't say that word.
It is what it is.
Who's a
It
100% PG?
What was that, sorry, John?
Who's a PG? 100%.
That's true. Well, it's a body function. Isn't
Boy saying.
it?
Yeah, true. It's just reality, really.
Why is John not putting capitals in his name? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, no, you're lucky I changed it because before
Even
it was John Green like all the one word. So I kind of messed it up.
I don't think
You
it
know who
comes
I
up
blame?
on
That's what
You know who I
the
blame for these stinker questions? I blame Luke Brooks Theory.
Yeah.
the... Definitely.
Let's move on to the more music-related questions. What's
That's a
your
good
favorite?
idea.
What's your favorite album at the moment?
oh mate.
Connor Hargreaves.
Hang on. Let me guess what John's favourite album is going to be.
We like
is
it
it
here,
gonna
Snuffy
be?
Puffy.
I know Luke's
Yeah.
got his spot on.
Yeah, it's what kind of music, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's a
100%.
banger. It's an absolute banger, to be fair. What's your
It's
favorite
pretty
track
good.
of it, John?
Nah, like I think my favorite track on what kind of music? Probably like Night Rider or is it like Julie Mangoes or something?
Yeah, it's a bit of a
They've
stupid.
all got wacky names, right? No, I think it's a sick album because like with like Tom Misch, you've seen him like come more into the mainstream of like the artists he's worked with, right?
Yeah, like Lord Connor.
So for his recent album, you kind of like expect him to drop something a bit like Geography, but more generic. And to be fair, it's just like an album like full of jams. Like it literally feels like they've planned nothing. So I quite rate that.
Yeah, that's kind of it's more spontaneous, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to
You
rate.
said
It is a
Dave's.
good album.
You said
you
Dave's a bit of a
like-
hype beast, though. Not gonna lie, he's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Like he has like one drum fill.
Who? Yusuf Days?
Yeah, gotta be said.
Yeah. I'm kind of annoyed though because like they like tease so many sick riffs on their Instagram. Like none of them are on the album.
They might be on the next
True,
one,
true.
John. You never know.
Hang on, I'm gonna find one.
Right, Liv, what's
I really
your
like-
favourite album at the moment?
My favourite album
Yeah. Doesn't have to have come out recently.
probably still Polyhymnia by Yaz Ahmed.
Ah, good shout,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, she's mental.
I don't know. Like there have been good albums that have come out recently, but hasn't actually been anything that's like blown me away. I think the Tom Misch album is good. I don't think
Yeah, it's
it's
definitely
actually.
up there for this year, but it's not goated.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that the
I really
album,
like Sensational.
that track, which is mental, like it's just like a load of numbers, like 285 something. Is
Yeah.
that album? Yeah, that's sick,
Yeah.
actually. I rate that.
It's so good.
Fair play.
Also,
Awesome.
Pharoah Sanders, Our Roots Began in Africa. That album's so good. I fucking love Pharoah Sanders, actually. If you haven't listened to Pharoah Sanders, give him a listen. I actually rate him so highly.
Fair play. I like that. All right, Dom, what are you saying about your favourite album? Then?
It's tricky. I don't know. It would have been probably like The Imagined Saviours, Far Easier to Paint by Ambrose Akinmusier.
Probably
like-
Vision.
I've changed my mind now. It's got to
Ambrose
be
is empty, yeah.
Visions by Influx of Insanity.
Yeah,
You know-
Vision. That's a good one.
Seasons
It's
of
not
Mist,
good.
guys. What are you on about? That's the goated EP.
The
I
boys are
can
calling.
promote my own one. That'd be sad.
Visions part 1, 2, or 3 though.
2. Maybe. I don't
Probably
know.
2. Definitely not 3. It's terrible.
Why did he
Probably-
put it on Spotify?
That was like a few years ago, to be fair. That's why. But like, there's this album by Chris Potter called Song for Anyone.
Mm.
I was listening to it today. It's like around the same time as like Underground Quartet. It's got strings as well, and like
Chris Potter's
woodwinds.
such a G. Chris Potter's so good.
It's
It
very
actually makes me
nice.
kind of angry. There's
We
this recording of him on YouTube of him playing at like age 11, and he's actually just
Oh, I've seen that.
insane.
Yeah.
Me, Connor and Isaac were watching Chris Potter guest solo on Lingus the other day.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
pretty good.
basic, isn't it? But
That's based.
it's so good.
Yeah. Like it's really good, but it's
Nah,
Like,
it's,
oh.
I also
It's
saw
really
a bit,
good.
like I don't know who these people were, but they did like a cover of Rumples. Pretty sick.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
did you show that as well? The other night.
Hmm?
Did you put that? Yeah, you showed that.
Yeah, I swear I did.
Yeah, that was good.
That's on Spotify now. Like
What?
Ultra Hang, whatever it's called, that album.
Is it really?
Yeah, it came on like yesterday.
Oh wow.
Is it not? Is Rumples not on Underground?
It's on like Ultra Hang, which is like the original underground one.
This is starting to turn into a general conversation.
True,
That's
true.
good. That's good.
It's the best album that I've ever heard.
Oh, that's the answer then. Nice work.
Better than Bastards and Barstools.
That's not an album.
That's not the name of the album.
You fucking idiot.
I've had a stinker.
It's not even an album. It's an EP.
Mate.
Fake fan.
Mate, no, shut up. I've got the merch.
That's true. John's a fan. He wears our t-shirt in bed, man. You gotta rate that from him. Next line.
I actually want one of those t-shirts. Do you still have those t-shirts for sale?
No, we sold out in one night.
You know why is it?
I saved it for
Okay.
John.
Is that because
20 quid?
You said I'll pay 20 quid for it. Don't dig me like that, man.
No, you're right. You were like 20 quid for a t-shirt.
No.
and a ticket.
I'll
Isaac.
get it now.
Isaac, did you sell out because you're popular or because you didn't have many t-shirts?
We had 25 t-shirts, I think.
We have lots of family. That's probably why.
I
Bought all 4 grandparents. John, I'm finding where I said 20 quid.
All
I
80
know
of
I
my
didn't.
cousins bought one. It's pretty good.
I wore that top the 6 one day, and literally everyone pissed at me for the whole day.
Yeah,
That was-
okay. I don't know if you
that
can
was pretty funny.
see that, but it says
Can't see shit.
John says
No.
John says I'll give you 20. Basically, I said pay 15 quid.
Put
And
up in
it's
my
yours.
DMs. Simp.
Oh, I'm not going to be outed like that. Connor, we'll move on to you. A bit of a tangent there, but what's your favourite album at the moment?
My favourite, that's a tricky one. It's probably going to have to be Polish night music.
Of course, it's
It's
got
an
to be.
An album.
It's got to be.
It's
Oh,
an
one
album by David Lynch, who I believe is like.
I thought I'd
Isaac just gets us and leaves.
went out the door.
Yeah, album by David Lynch, who I think is like a film director or something. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he is.
It's just like ambient noise.
Sounds good.
Fair
Sounds
play.
good.
I like that.
All right, let's move on.
Isaac Holt.
Can I answer actually? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna lie, but right now, I'm undecided. Probably it's just. Don't know if you know James Morrison. He's a
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking
mega
prick.
trumpet player. It's an album called Postcards from Down Under, and it's a mega album.
I know you've been listening to the Weber Clarinet Concerto a lot recently.
That's because I don't know. I have no excuse. It's quite embarrassing.
Like I said, I do follow Isaac's Spotify for his modern big band playlist.
It's pretty good. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a good
It's featured.
playlist.
It's featured on the Patchwork Jazz Orchestra Spotify page, man. It was
That is
so
fucking
good.
Hey, let's go.
Patchwork
Jazz Orchestra.
Me the Patchwork Jazz Orchestra. Thanks for that one, Colin.
No
They
problem.
gave me,
Rob Lifter's in it. Man.
Yusuf Narsin gave me a free CD of Patrick Jazz Orchestra, and I was so gassed.
My dad bought one, and I just use it. Simple as
You
it.
fucking chump. Yeah, I hate it.
Do you people want to move on to Connor and Dom's coffee section?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
let's do it.
You guys may as well. You guys may as well leave for a little while.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back in
I am
1 minute.
kind of
1
thinking
minute.
about going doing a wee. Like my toilet's actually right there.
Feel free.
Yeah, I'll go get
Why
some
didn't you
water.
pee
I'll be
before?
back in a minute, lads.
Why did you not pee before?
They did. They've just
Alright,
got the
I'm
bladders
still
of
there.
children.
Coffee.
Yeah, Dom. So, are we right? So,
Come on.
question is, are we going real technical or just general?
It's tricky. If we talk about James Hoffman, it's going to be
Yeah.
technical.
Well, let's talk about James Hoffman. Let's do that.
Oh yes, James Hoffman. Damn. Well, basically, James Hoffman is a YouTuber. and he just talks about really nerdy coffee stuff, and he has like the crispiest sound and video, and
I think the question was like tips on the best coffee or something. I think it was a question from Ollie Talbot.
Should we answer that one then?
Yeah, we should probably answer the actual question.
Well, it depends if it's like more of an espresso or like filter coffee.
Yeah, or a V60.
True. Or a Chemex.
Or a Chemex. Or an AeroPress.
What about Nescafe, guys? Nescafe. That's the goated.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
I thought you were talking about Nesquik for a second.
Seriously, though.
I mean,
No, that is goated.
That is underrated, man.
Isaac, what is the actual question? Is it tips on like the best coffee?
I swear I have the question as well.
Yeah, John has it. I don't.
Oh, right. Okay.
okay.
John.
Tips for achieving the perfect coffee.
I mean, I guess. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I will point out we have 9 minutes left.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
really?
Jeez.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, so if we want to go real technical, let's talk about filter coffee just generally.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're going all out and not doing it with a machine, and you're like pouring the water yourself,
Yeah.
you want to think about how much water you're pouring per how many grams of coffee you're using.
Mm-hmm.
Usually,
And also, yeah.
Yeah. No, please be my guest.
And in addition, you want to have the right kind of speed of pouring and distribution on the.
You don't want to have to stir.
Simps in their natural habitat.
No. So they usually do it in ratios,
Mm-hmm.
like 1 to 2. 2 to 3 is a classic, I think.
Yeah.
And that's coffee to water. You want to when you're
2 to 3.
pouring,
Jeez.
when you're pouring, you want a good circular motion. Make sure all the coffee is wet.
In terms of espresso, here's the tip. If you're using this, people wouldn't think about this, but if you're using like darker roast, then you can put more coffee in to the puck, because
The what?
you can get more extraction from a strong coffee with by putting it in there. If you use a like a really
I've never
light
heard
roast,
such fucking waffles before in my entire life.
then you can't. Just don't use a light roast. It's pussy. Sorry, I can't say.
You don't want to be using light roast.
Just don't
I will
use a
say I
light
do
roast.
agree with that. I don't drink coffee, but I feel like if you're going to drink coffee, you should like go hard or go home. Do you know what I mean?
John Webster
Yeah.
approach. Sorry, I stopped clipping that.
Right, I think that's enough for that.
I was muted for that whole thing.
Yeah, just don't. Just
I don't agree with the go hard, go home on coffee thing. That's a mistake.
That's just because you're a pussy.
Lads, keep it civil. Keep it civil.
Sorry,
Yeah.
John. Sorry, John.
Now's not the time, mate.
John's more of the go home approach.
Should I
I'd say
cue
so.
the,
Just go home
should
and
I
hide
cue
from
the,
it.
should I cue the intro again, fellas?
Why?
Not yet. We got
Now
7
we've got
minutes.
7 minutes.
Oh, really?
Right, I've got another question.
All right, come on.
It's from Luke. It says,
Oh,
why
dear.
didn't Luke become a permanent member?
Because I don't like him. Move. Next question.
It wasn't my choice. Hang on. Wait.
Liv,
I
have you
was
got
like
any questions?
in the group chat. I said, "Should I add Luke?" And you all said no.
Don't bring this back.
This is because, okay, I want to address Luke right now. Luke. The reason why you're not part of Looshan Fucc is...
Because he wasn't.
Do we actually know why?
I don't know how this started, but it didn't start with Luke.
It's just unfortunate, I think. But also,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should have been there.
But you'll have a feature soon enough.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
definitely be a
we'll
guest.
get
We
some
can have
guests.
curtains band on.
No.
Do you just mean you'll have Luke on, like?
Yes, it's just Luke.
Luke
Just really
carries,
Yeah,
let's be
right here.
fair.
We should get the rest of the 55 on, and they can just be 4 dudes that we've never met, and Isaac.
Nah,
so awkward.
Dom's met 3 of them. So
Yeah, to be fair.
I've met
Okay.
2 over FaceTime.
that's
I
true.
think
John,
Oh,
Have you? That's prestige.
they kept
I've never-
calling me Dom Howard.
Lube.
I never said.
I just dropped my phone.
Okay, John.
Go away, mum.
Right, let's end it on. Let's end
No,
it on some,
one more
on
question.
some good questions.
What do you mean?
Let's have a lightning round.
2 green.
Hey!
What's up?
John, mate, you can go.
Mate, I don't want to go.
We got Sue.
Just do my dinner.
Has anyone got a finishing
Yeah,
question?
let's have like a good discussion.
I
Question.
don't have it. I put the phone.
Give it a rest, John.
Yeah, come on, John, give it a rest.
For fuck's sake.
Did you know you could just mute yourself?
Let's have a look. I'm trying to look for some questions on here for a finisher.
I've got some questions.
That clipped as fuck. Isaac couldn't his shit.
I got this sweet 57 right now.
Isaac, yeah, let's get the mic on for this last bit.
Okay. Let me just switch back.
How am I sounding?
Oh yeah,
Oh, you're sounding pretty quiet.
turn it all the way up.
Yeah, you're sounding hella
Turn all
quiet.
the way up.
Is that good now?
Ooh.
Drop a hot
Up.
pot.
Up.
Oh, it doesn't go any louder.
Can we hear a hot pork, please?
Hot pork.
Oh, I think he's about to swallow his 57.
It's bite size, man. It's bite size.
Hot pork.
Who's
Oh,
got?
no, that wasn't.
Oh, that was Paul.
There
That
we
was
go.
Paul.
Hot.
Have we seen
pork.
Margaret Thatcher is Dead, by the way? I'm going to encourage all the listeners to watch Margaret Thatcher is Dead.
It's
Such a
so
class
fun.
video.
Put it on the share screen, John.
I got you. I had this one, but I actually had this one prepared, actually.
Oh,
Hang
Let's
on.
go for Margaret Thatcher. Margaret
Final
Thatcher is Dead.
question.
Sing along if you can.
How do you spell Margaret?
Margaret Thatcher funeral. Margaret Thatcher.
Put the mic down.
Let's go.
Margaret Thatcher's dead. Ding dong, the wicked bitch is
It's
dead.
good.
Hey, my mum's next door.
Put headphones in, man.
Give
It's
it
a
away.
shame the bitch didn't die 87 years ago. It's a shame that the IRA didn't.
What is this?
What is this?
Have you
I
not
don't know what
watched
this
it?
far in.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, fair play.
Right. Okay. Brilliant.
I think it's time to cue the outro. Running.
Oh, no,
low.
no.
I've got one more question.
One more question.
From the things I've showed at my last video, what is your favourite object in that video?
That's a hard question.
Not in the Christmas edition, not Christmas edition.
Oh, I was going to
Okay,
say
okay.
Christmas edition. It's little baby Jesus. Oh,
That's fair.
mate, I quite like
Tricky.
Wife.
That's
Yeah,
That's
Wife-
Isn't that Christmas edition?
Yeah, man.
I swear that's not Christmas.
It is. I've watched it
It
too many
is.
times, man. Trust me. Um,
That's
the
a hard
Pens.
question, actually.
Pens is quite good.
I'm going to have to go with dildos.
I like coins.
Pencils.
Coins is the goat one for me.
Coins.
Pebbles.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to go pens. Personally.
Nah, Connor, for you, mate, it should be screwdriver handle.
There's a classic
Should it?
photo. Is that a photo, isn't it?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I made it.
yeah,
Like a,
It's real life.
It's a photo. It happened, yeah.
Fellas, it's got to be, to me, cigar.
yeah?
And on that note, let's finish it up there. John, cue the video.
Thank you all for coming.
been
Enjoyed
good.
it.
It's been
We'll be back
good.
again with a guest, hopefully.
Not Lucian.
Oh, I've shagged it, lads. I haven't put the screen share on.
Do it quickly. Do it quickly.
Quick, we've got less
John.
than a minute.
John, you haven't got much time.
Fucking hell, John!
John!
Oh, it's
it's not going to work, lads. It's not going to work. Play it.
No, we got time. We got time. Go.
Put it on double speed.
It's been a pleasure.
It's going to end, but I want to stop the recording.
Lemon.
We got time. We got time.
We don't.
We've got time.
This video is like a minute long. We don't have
Quit.
time.
Dom Howard, Dom and John, me and Con. What the fuck's that?
Fuck you, Isaac.
Let's go.
Let's go. Big Con.
I love that image so much. I'm so glad I made that.
Oh, we had time. Yeah.
Peace out, fuckers. Let's go.